Aloha, this is Arlen from HawaiiWP.com. In today's episode, I want to show you how to start podcasting with your WordPress website. Okay, so to start off, we're going to go to Plugins, Add New, and you get this Install Plugins area. And we're going to search for Powerpress. This is, from what I've used, this is the best podcasting software for WordPress, and it's free, so I really like using it. Okay, and this is the Blueberry PowerPress podcasting plugin, and you can see it's already installed. If it wasn't installed yet, it would say something like this: install now, and just click on that, and then activate the plugin. And let's see. Oh, it's installed, but it's not activated, so I'm going to come over here and activate this plugin. Okay, and now we're ready to start podcasting. So how do we do that? Well, you just simply go to New Post and start a podcast. This is my podcast. Okay, and you just put your content, whatever you want to put here. And then you'll notice you have this box that appears down here called Podcast Episode. All you have to do is put the URL, the website address of an audio file, and publish the post. It's that easy. But how do you get an audio file here? You know, if you have an audio file that's already uploaded to the internet, just copy the URL, put it in here, and hit publish. If you don't have an audio file uploaded yet, here's what you can do. You can go to Media, point here at Add New, and then right-click, or on the Mac, Control-click. Open this link in a new tab, and then drag and drop your audio file here. Or you could even use video as well, except there's always a maximum upload size, and this is going to be dependent on your server. So I'm running this directly on my Mac, so the upload size is quite large, 128 megabytes. On your web server, it's probably much smaller. Okay, maybe 32 megabytes. So you're just going to have to check that and see how that goes. Okay, so you can drag and drop a file here simply by going to the Finder and maybe finding a file that I'd like to drop here. Let's see. Oh, I have a few audio files here. Okay, this is a radio program that I'm the webmaster of. So just like that, I have my file. Or alternatively, you know how to use this upload box. You can click here and manually select a file to upload. That'll do the same thing. Okay, but after you upload a file, you'll have this file URL. So just click here a couple times. Command C to copy. Jump back over here to your post. Command V to paste that in. If you'd like to double check that this is a valid audio file or video file, you can click Verify. And my media verified successfully, so this is going to work. So we'll just publish it. Okay, and when we view this post, you see the post title, the text, and at the bottom of the post is this little player along with some links. Okay, to play it in a new window, download it, the duration and size of the file you could download, and the embed code. Okay, so these are kind of neat options to be able to download it, or even to allow somebody to embed this into their own website with an iframe. But what if you don't want the embedding? What if you don't want to allow your users to download your podcast? Well, those are options that are easily set. So I've just shown you how to get started podcasting with WordPress and the Powerpress plugin. But now let's dive in a little bit deeper and take a look at some options in this plugin. Okay, so let's go to settings. There's some advanced settings you'll see at the bottom here. I tend not to mess with those. Even the basic settings, I tend not to mess with these. You can take a look at all the options available. There's some service and stats. Again, I don't do anything with that. Media appearance. This is where you're going to customize most of your usage of this plugin. Okay, so by default, anytime you have a link, you put an audio link or video link in that box. The default is that the plugin will display that little player and any options you have. Okay, and this section here is, well, where is it going to display that little player? Below the page content, above the page content, or disabled? Okay, you might think, well, why would you disable it? Well, if you disable the media and links, then you can put it in with this short code. So if you don't like having your podcast at the very bottom or at the very top of your page, you want to put it in the middle somewhere. Maybe you want a paragraph of introductory text. Then you want to put the player right under the introduction, and then maybe have some links or show notes or other things at the bottom. Go ahead and disable this and insert that little player with this Powerpress shortcode. Okay, and here's your options. If you don't want to allow people to download the files, you just uncheck that. Uncheck these boxes and they won't be able to download it. And if you don't want to allow embeds, then just uncheck this. And now everything is set. So I'm just going to save changes. Okay, actually by default, some of these are not checked by default. Now when we come back to our podcast post, we'll just refresh it and we'll see our changes. Now the user does not have the ability to download. I don't believe they can figure out from this post where the file lives, so they really won't be able to steal that file from you. Now I haven't gone into the code to see if I can find the file and do some webmaster hacky magic, but for all intents and purposes, if they don't see a download link here, they'll think they just have to play it within their web browser. Okay. The other great thing is this plugin works on iPads and iPhones. So what you're seeing here is a flash player, but when you're on an iPad or an iPhone, it switches to an HTML5 player. So this plugin will work with multiple devices, which is one of the reasons that I really like using this plugin. Okay, so very quickly, I've just showed you how to get started with podcasting, whether it's an audio podcast like this or a video podcast. Just install the Powerpress plugin, activate it, and then start adding your posts with your audio or video files in the podcast episode section. So, hope you've enjoyed this quick video screencast. My name is Arlen, and I love to build with WordPress, and I hope you continue to do the same. Have a great day.